Hi guys, how are you? So here I am at the College Goodwill, and we are going to see what we can find in there today. The last trip was underwhelming, but we're hopeful and we're looking for some big return on investments. Those are always nice. And then we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. So lately there's been some pricing up going on at our local Goodwills, and this is one of the offenders. So we'll see. If nothing else, we might get a good laugh at some of the prices. There's that. Okay guys, I'll see you there in a minute. Hey guys, so we're here at the College Goodwill, and we're just seeing what we can find into the glassware department, and there's plastic in the glassware. So I'm just seeing what there is, and there was a cute little gravy boat, and my frustration with Goodwill of late, and with a lot of people, if you're resellers, you know what I'm talking about, is the prices are a little crazy. That's a threshold Stein, so that's not anything too special. And then there's some pretty cups here, very 1980 in vintage, but that's more than I want to deal with right now with space limitations. Sales have been slow on eBay, so we're trying to be a little more cautious. There's a cute little Christmas mug. And anyway, back to the pricing. The pricing is kind of all over the place at Goodwill. So I've noticed a few of the Goodwills have some new management lately. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt the situation, but I'm hoping help. But even in that, you're going to see here, this was really cute. It was a little Corkcicle wine glass. Corkcicle can do pretty well, and I debated on picking that up, but I know some of the taller ones, you know, bread and butter, but it was $4. So for the space and things, it didn't feel like it. I thought this was so cute. This is I was thinking about my daughter. She's in her very first apartment, and you know, working and going to college, and you know, adulting is hard. No doubt about it. Anyway, back to the prices. So the prices are really all over the place and occasionally a little crazy. So it's been very frustrating as a reseller. You know, we're always trying to buy low, resell, and make a profit. And the higher the price margins are, the fees on eBay are higher, everything's higher. So it's becoming kind of crazy and difficult to do things. So I was checking these mugs out. Fire King mugs, if you didn't know, do really well. Always look for them. They have a C-shaped handle. These did, but they were not Fire King. So anyway, so in looking for things all the time and trying to find things, I'm constantly on the hunt for something that is going to give me a better return on my investment, obviously. These were the 12 Day of Christmas mugs, glasses actually. There were a couple 12 days, there were plates too, but not all 12 days were there. I thought about getting, again, you know, they're going to take up space, but I was thinking, you know, as replacements, they might have been great to get them and sell them individually, because people, you know, break the 8th day and then they need an 8th day. So if it was closer to Christmas, I think I might have grabbed those. Those were from a wedding, shot glasses with the couple's name on them. I always am sad when I see stuff like that. Does this mean the couple's no longer together? Or does it just mean that they had extras? I don't know. So they have a little bit of furniture at this particular one. This is actually more furniture than they usually have. So I was just kind of admiring, like, ooh, we've got a little bit of furniture going on today. So the great thing about this one is they're really good about bringing out bins pretty regularly. They bring out racks, actually. This was cute little Mother's Day 1984 plate. So I was admiring that. I love plates with little kids and cuteness on them. Sadly, they're not worth a darn thing. That was a really cute scarecrow plate. So I'm just kind of trying to be a little discerning. Plates are long tail, China's long tail, it takes longer to sell. You're looking for special buyers. And when the economy's a little tight, people are not going to, they might buy something if they're replacing it, but they're not buying the collectibles as much, or, the cute tchotchke stuff as much. So I'm trying desperately to kind of look things over and be a little more thoughtful about what that is. That was, this plate had really cute decorations on it again. This little town scene, very country cozy. The artwork was really cute on it. But again, the buyers are really specific. And this, however, I had to show you, I have these plates. These are my kitchen plates. I got these Corning plates way, way back in the 80s. So, and we have a full set of them. So I really don't need any more, but I just thought they were funny to find them. And in about 2 seconds, I'm going to find my good china set, also, some of them. And I should have thought about whether I want them or not. That was a cute chip or dip plate. Again, it had a pretty design on it. It wasn't marked, but I love the fluted edge and the colorful pattern on it. This was a really pretty cut through. It looked to be flash painted. It was modern, so I didn't get it. But some of the cut through glass, where it's color glass cutting through the clear, when it's older, from like the 60s or the 40s or the 30s, or whenever, I think they were 50s, 60s kind of thing, those can be valuable. That was a modern plate there. And I go over to the other side. This is a clear glass, and that was pretty because these actually had like a iridescence on them and some crackle to them, and I was trying to see if they were anything interesting. They didn't have any markings on them, and my limited knowledge of glassware may let me walk past things other people would pick up. I will be completely honest. I do know the difference between like a cut glass and a pressed glass. Cut glass is always a little sharp to the touch. That is, some of it you can get and people are interested in it, but the clear glass is a hard sell all the time. Color glass does far better. That was a little ring holder that I picked up, and those are cute, and again, but they're, not big money, and they take up more space than I have right now. So that had angels all over it. It was a little votive. Always on the hunt for glassy babies. If you don't know about them, they are lead. They're like a blown glass, heavy. Usually have a clear bottom with a colored top. They come in all different colors. They're votive holders. They sell for big bucks. This was a really pretty cake pedestal. It was flash painted, but it was like silver and gold. It would be pretty for like a display if you were doing things like I do Whatnot. If you're ever in Whatnot, I'm doing a sale actually tonight at 8 p.m. We're doing small toys. If you want to check me out, I'm on Whatnot, and if you use my referral link, you get $15 to shop, which is always a good time. Those were really pretty little coasters, and coasters can do well. This was a bag of napkin rings. Some napkin rings will do really well. Especially if they're hand painted and special. So always keep an eye out for those. Check them out and look them up. Looking up things matters. I'm actually able to. That was some silverware, and I actually just picked up some gold silverware a few weeks ago. It's not listed yet, but it will be soon. Certain stainless steel silverware, if you have at least like a set or two, or like all the forks or all the knives, it does really well. Cookware also can do very well. Again, it takes up space, so you have to consider that. But Salad Master pans, Griswold iron pans, keep an eye out for all those. Of course, Le Creuset always does really well. So always look out for different things. Some Revere ware does well. Some Cathlon will do well if it's in good condition. So always check it out, see what it is. There's a pressure cooker. So just, always check out comps. If you want to do cookware, check out the comps and see what the pans are selling for or sold for online. Always look at sold comps and Terapeak on eBay. Don't look at what people are listing for. People can list things for $1 million and they'll never get that much money. I always like it when it looks like something sold for $8,000 or and they took an offer of 100. So on the bottom shelf there are 1 million, and every Goodwill in my area has these little water bottles with clips on them that are green. They're everywhere, so hundreds of them. Prosecco is always the answer to everything. I can't disagree with that. I'm a champagne girl. Lots of thank you water bottles, lots of plastic. I'm always checking out for decent brands, for Starbucks. Some of the Starbucks coffee, tall coffee cups or tall drinks with the straws, if they're complete, and there's certain ones that are discontinued, can be worth up to $100. So always check them out. This was a really cute Las Vegas water globe, and I'm trying to pick it up one-handed and hold the phone at the same time. And it's heavy. The booger is heavy. It's $8. Oh, it's actually Broadway. It's $8, and it's actually really pretty. And I did not look it up, which was probably stupid. And maybe I'll look it up after I get done this video, because water globes can do really well. And that one was actually in good condition. It didn't have a giant water, like air bubble at the top. And it was pretty cute. And I'm a Broadway person. So this was a really cute little made in Florence statuette. And again, it was pretty. But again, I have a lot of figurines right now. But some of them can also do incredibly well. And I do recommend looking them up, which I didn't do, and I should have taken my own advice on that one. But when I'm recording with the phone, I can't look up and record at the same time. I need to get a different phone to just record. I'm actually going to trade my phone out, so maybe I'll keep this phone for looking up while I'm recording, or vice versa. That was some pretty blue glass. They were like pitchers, maybe for oil and vinegar or salad dressing. I don't know. A plunger is always an interesting thing when you find that on the shelf. There was a little tin nutcracker cookie jar thing. I saw a snowman, another one. This is an Avon bottle. These are largely myths, but there are some that still fetch good money. And so yeah, looking up, there's some more blue glass. And I'm always drawn to cobalt blue glass. And there's a turkey over there that was an Avon bottle too. So I'm always just kind of seeing what there is. And there was actually probably some stuff in here that I could have flipped for a little bit of money. Now, this Shark steam cleaner, I actually picked up for personal use. There's some e.l.f. ephemera in that basket. Ephemera is a word that means paper goods. It could be anything. So it's a little mug with a lid on it of a puppy dog. It's Christmas. And I was just trying to see what this was. It had tags on it. It is a steamer. And I actually already bought one, but that would have probably been a better one to have. But it's how it always works. So there's some kitchen stuff over here. Some graters and wooden spoons and little cereal bowls, or I have no idea what that sizzing thing was. So right above the steam cleaner, which I bought, is this thing, which I also bought. It has a scripture on the back. It's a little hanging compass. It's brass. It was $5. But look at the top. True north is God, and then it's north-south. It has east and west and south on it, and the compass seems to work. And it was just cool. And I debated for a minute, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get this. This is really cool. I have no idea what it's worth. I still haven't looked it up. I probably will look it up at the end of this. But this I got just for personal use. My daughter wants one. I've been thinking about it, so I thought I would get it, see how it works. And then she and I can kind of use it together and borrow it back and forth. For $15.99, it was a good deal. And at my Goodwill, this Goodwill, if you buy electronics and you take them home, you have 2 days to return them if they don't work. That'll never work for me because I'm never fast enough, so hopefully it does work. But I've been pretty fortunate. Most of the things that I pick up at Goodwill, they're in a box like this. When people take the time to put things back in boxes, usually they work, okay? It's the stuff that's not in boxes that looks a little roughed up that, you want to test before you leave, or like clock radios or cassette players or VCRs and things like that. But most things in the box that people donate, they store them in the garage. They're not using them, and they're still in good condition, so I'm not too concerned. So we got like lots of baskets, some little eggs in a basket there, or a nest. I don't do too much with baskets. Longaberger, some of them are still valuable, but most of them are not. Most of the other wicker baskets, you know, they're talking $1. That was really cute. Somebody painted a wooden box. Again, this is like now you see how empty the shelves again are. These, like I said, some of these stores are getting new management or have new management. They've been clearing out the old stuff. That was really pretty and it had a huge crack on it, so I was really disappointed. And again, I probably wouldn't have gotten it because it was huge. It was a big picture. And I think if I bring home one more big thing, my husband's going to have a fit. This was actually really pretty. It was just like a made in China vase, but anything that's like kind of frosted glass like that, always pick it up and look at it and check it over. Like Lalique and anything that's like iridescent glass, those kinds of things can be very high end, and just because you're in Goodwill doesn't mean you're not going to find something crazy like Lalique or Tiffany or anything like that. You would be stunned at the things you find. And in this video, we're going to be stunned by the things we find because some of the stuff at the Goodwills are so priced up. And, you know, it's a common complaint. I complain about it. I think every reseller on YouTube right now is really a little bit befuddled by some of the pricing happening because some of the pricing is crazy. So this Goodwill is great. They have lots of little bags, and I always look at the bags, the stuff with the figurines. This was a whole bunch of little like 1980s figurines, and they were cute. You have to be careful because they can be broken. This was a little like village house, China village house. There were a bunch of these bears. Someone's bear collection got donated. Again, they're like circa 1980 and 90. And by the way, anything 20 years older is vintage. So 80s and 90s are vintage. So people looking for things to, you know, all these people are adults now looking for things from their childhood. So they do have some resale value. Lots of it's bread and butter. There are some Precious Moments by Enesco. Those don't do as good as they used to. Those are kind of more 70s, 80s, and, you know, people are done collecting them, I guess, getting rid of things. Like my age group is starting to downsize and get rid of things. We're getting ready to move to smaller homes. Our kids are all grown up. So you're going to see these kinds of things being donated from that generation. And then, you know, younger generation are looking for things 80, 90, 2000. Y2K stuff is hot right now. But so is anything like bell bottoms are coming back. So I was checking out the horses. All different, these were ceramic horses, and some of those can do well, but some of the bronze stuff, look for stuff that's bronze. A figurine, some of those things can be worth a lot of money. I was just seeing what that little bunny was. Pendlepins are cool. I really like them. They, again, aren't worth big bucks, but they're so cute, the little bunnies. So, some Santas. There's a really pretty bird back there that I just saw. Oh, why didn't I see him before? He's frosted. I should have looked at him. That would have been wise, but oh well. Hope he wasn't anything special because I completely didn't see him till just this moment. And that's how it is. When you're filming, there's people, you're trying to avoid the people, you're trying to film, you're trying to hold the camera right, you're trying to see what's on the shelf, you're trying to be able to like hold on to things and pick them up one-handed and show the camera, and you completely are not seeing things that are on the shelf. You're just not. You're focused on one thing and missing something else. And so it happens all the time. It happens with me. It happens with other people. There's like a mishmash of stuff on the shelves. There's Christmas. There's Halloween. There's flags. There's there's Easter. These guys. I just thought, look at those faces. I'm telling you, if I had space, it would have come home with me because someone would love that. But when you're shopping, you just have to be, you can't buy everything. You can't bring everything home. It's a craziness, but you can't do it. This was cute. It was not very well done, but it was cute. So I'm looking at this box, trying to see what it is. Actually, it turned out it was Lenox. It was $8.99, and I'm trying to get into it to see what it is. It turned out to be a Lenox teapot, but it took me a good 5 minutes to get into the box. So I headed over to clothes, and I actually did find things, not in this particular section, but we'll show you at the haul at the end. Okay, so I was in there a while, because it's a little trying today at the Goodwill. So this actually I bought for myself. I want to use it. If not, my daughter wants one. I have 2 days to return it, so I'll give it a try. I have some
stuff in my kitchen around my counter that I'd like to degunk and see if this works well for it. I've heard it does. So for $15.99, give it a try. Let's see. So as for things I bought for resale, so I found these Lori Felt embroidered jeans. They're embroidered down both legs. I never heard of them before, but I know things that have embroidery on the pockets or embroidery on the legs can do exceptionally. Look how pretty that embroidery is. Can do exceptionally well. I think these are like mediums, like 8s or 10s. But I never heard of the brand before, so I did look them up, pulled them, put them in there, and they go for between $50 and $90 depending on the pattern. So that's pretty exciting. And then I picked up this, also never heard of before, cut from the cloth jeans, and these are just straight leg jeans, and these also go for like $60 to $80 online, which is crazy. And then I found these Croc leather canvas shoes. They were $6.99 and they go for about $35 to $40, which again, little crazy things. Then like they have all these things marked up, and then I find this, a Giorgio Armani size 6, I think it is. No, size 8. It's a 42, made in Italy. It's a pretty like greeny, solid on green color. It's a woven knit blazer, $7.99. It's unbelievable. So yeah, it's like $100 jacket easily. And then I found this little guy, Sweet Sprouts. As if you watch my videos, you'll know Sweet Sprouts is by Animal Adventure, and this is a brand to watch out for. I didn't see any of this little puppy. And I know the little blue one with the brown ears sells for $50 to $70 all the time. I do have one in my inventory right now. This guy's so soft. Oh my gosh. He's a little poodly dog. He's waving at you. Hello, peoples. He's adorable. Look how sparkly and clean. And he's got his tags. So he is awesome. And then I bought this. I might put it in my whatnot sale. It was $5. But I just love this. Look at this. God is your true north. It's a little compass. It hangs on the brass. And it has Jeremiah on the back. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord thy God is with thee wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. I love this. If you those have been watching for a while know my son's a pastor. And I am very active in my church. My business that I donate 10% of everything it's got is called Go Godly Worldwide. And that is a children's online ministry that we are developing that's like educational things meets having fun in a video game thing. So it's really cool, and it's really exciting, and we have a lot of stuff happening with it, so I'm looking forward to, you know, raising all the funds I need for that. And it's going to be a 501c. Right now it's an LLC, and we're converting over in the next, hopefully, month or so. I'm working on getting I have to get some legal stuff straightened out for that. So, but anyway, so that's everything we got. We spent $67 at the College Goodwill, and now we're going to head off to another one and see what else we can find today.